John here, learningguitarnow.com, and in this podcast, I want to show you how to play a Derek Trucks slide guitar lick. This lesson is in open E tuning, but the cool thing about this lesson is we're only going to utilize the high E and the B strings, so you can also play this lick in standard tuning. I'm playing in open E tuning, but since the bottom two strings in standard tuning and open E tuning are exactly the same, B and high E, you can learn this lick even without tuning to open E. So if you're in standard tuning, grab your guitar and let's go ahead. I'll show you the lick. If you'd like to tab the backing track in the interactive version to this podcast, check out the All Access Pass. The All Access Pass has every lesson I've ever recorded at Learning Guitar Now and is a wealth of information of learning how to play slide guitar and open E tuning like Derek Trucks, Dwayne Allman, also standard tuning slide lessons, so open G tuning slide lessons, plus a lot of different lessons covering blues improvising, blues concepts, and blues techniques, and various artist styles such as Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Freddie King. There's just a ton of blues lessons here in the All Access Pass, so check out that if you want to take your blues guitar playing to the next level. Let's go ahead and move on with this podcast. Okay, so this podcast is in the key of D. Slide guitar, it's kind of similar to Skies Crying, a live Derek Trucks lick that I saw, but the lick once again sounds like this. Okay, so that's the lick. Slow blues lick. Let's go ahead and analyze it. We're starting out just resting for, I'm counting this in 12/8 blues. So we're going to rest about 11 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then right after the 11th count, we're going to start in with this lick here. 12th fret of the B string. And then we're going to go in 10 to 12 on the high E string. So you got this. And then slide into the 14th fret of the high E string, which is the major third in the key of D. That's when the one chord, the 12 bars starts. So, and we're going to rest, and we're going to do the same little move again, 12, 10, 12. Then we're going to slide in to the 14th fret, the major third. This is happening with the 4 chord G, back to 10, and then 12, 12 on the high E string and the B string. And then we're going to go to 10th fret on the high E, the root note D, vibrato. And then we'll slide into 12, strike it once, and then slide into it again, but don't strike it. Then slide backwards to 12, 10, 7. So the first section is this. And the same thing with this lick. You strike 14 the first time, then go backwards, then slide back into it without striking again. So do that again. Then this part. So that's a really cool move, is to play a lick like this. Only strike the first note, and the second note slide back into it by going backwards and then forwards. If you strike it twice, it's just a different sound. Sounds really cool, I think, when you don't strike it the second time. And then for the second part. So that's a really cool phrase there, played over the 4 chord G. And as you can tell, or if you can't tell, we're utilizing the major scale here. We have the 6th interval. And we got this root note here, the second, and then the major third here. That little pattern is an excellent major sounding slide pattern that Derek Trucks uses a ton. And to, extend that even further, we're going here. You got 7th fret on the high E string, which is the same note as 12th fret on the B string. So that is a cool phrase and a cool area position to know when you're playing slide guitar. You got this. Basically a major pentatonic scale here. So just utilizing the major scale, or in this case, we're just utilizing the notes from the major pentatonic scale, and then using that 6th interval here. But using it with the slide, it's just very creative sounding. You hear Derek Trucks just do this a ton, and utilizing the major pentatonic gives you a more vocal sound. Let's move on to the second section, is this. That same part again, and then the next time we're going to go to the 15th fret. We're just going to slide into it on the 10th count of this bar. We're going back to the 1 chord D. Slide into 15 on the high E, and then go up to, and you can do that quick as you want, to 17 back to 13. This is moving to the minor pentatonic scale now. That's the whole lick. So let's dissect it slowly. As you notice, we went from major pentatonic now we're going to the minor pentatonic completely. So it's a creative use of starting off slow blues solo using the major pentatonic scale, and then we stayed on that for the first bar, and then the second bar we went to the 4 chord, which was the quick change. Now we're going back to the 1 chord, and we're going straight minor pentatonic scale. 15, 17, 13. Do it quickly, and then you have to go. We're only going to strike that one time. And this one's going to go to 15, 13, 10. So that whole phrase without only striking it one time. And then strike the 10 and vibrato it. That's the key to getting this down. That would be the first little section of that phrase. So once again, slowly. Strike it. Now 8 on the high E. Strike that. I like striking that with my thumb. So you got, we're going to go here. 10, 10, 8, 6. And then we're going to go slide into that 8 twice. Back to, or you go slide backwards to 6. And then 3. That's the root note. So that's the minor pentatonic scale here. That's what we're doing. A great way to play scales in open E tuning or in slide guitar in general. This is, like I said, you can play in standard tuning because we're only using the bottom 2 strings, is learning how to play this way. Guess what? Slide guitar is this way. Slide guitar is not that way. So in my opinion, a box scale is useless when playing slide guitar. We're sliding up and down the neck. We're not sliding this way. Always remember that when playing slide guitar. I think that's what trips a lot of people up when they start playing slide, is they can't get out of the box pattern like this, which in reality doesn't really help a whole lot. Much better to know the scale like that. So just improvising a little bit using that pattern. Once again, take note of the pattern. 17, 15, 13, 10, 8, and then 10, 8, 6, 3. So that's what you want to take away from this lesson. The two cool patterns, the major pentatonic here, minor pentatonic, and not thinking in a box pattern, thinking up and down the neck this way. You'll be able to play slide much better if you just rearrange your thinking. So you just want to take each little phrase slowly until you can get it mastered. It's not the easiest lick in the world to play. You just have to be right on pitch above those frets and just keep practicing over and over again. Derek Truck style is pretty difficult to play. If you're interested in learning more about Derek Truck style, including the muting, the raking, the vibrato, all this kind of open E tuning stuff, please check out the All Access Pass at learningguitarnow.com. Okay, we'll see you next time.